just a quick little thought about sugar. Do you know how much sugar is in what you're eating? A lot of times we don't think about that, especially in normal foods. But if you look at your nutrition facts label and it tells you how many grams of sugar there are, you can divide that number by 4 to know how many teaspoons of sugar. So each teaspoon of sugar is 4 grams on your label. So if there's 4 grams in there, there's 1 teaspoon. If there's 24 grams in there, then there's 6 teaspoons in there. Okay, so that's a nice way to be able to calculate how much sugar is in what you eat. So something as simple as a healthy yogurt that seems like it should be really good for us, this one still has 2 teaspoons of sugar in it. All right, so let's look at what sugar does to our immune system. There was a study done back in the 1960s, and they looked at one white blood cell to see how many foreign bacteria and things one white blood cell could handle. And they came up with 1 to 14. So that's pretty amazing how our body can work. So let's see what happens if we eat sugar. Maybe we eat something just like this. This has 24 grams of sugar, which is 6 teaspoons. So does that affect how many our one white blood cell can handle? It does. Unfortunately, it decreases it. So now 1 can only take care of 10 bacteria. Well, what if we have something maybe a little more sweet? Maybe a super sweet cake. Maybe it has even some icing on it. Something like maybe 48 grams of sugar, which is 12 teaspoons. How much is that going to affect us? Well, now our one white blood cell can only handle 5. Okay, the odds are not getting quite as good for keeping me well, is it? What if I decide instead of that, I'd rather have something, say, like this? Okay, just this one bottle has 65 grams of sugar in it. 65 grams is a lot. What is that going to do to this little fella? Well, that's going to drop us down to about 2. So now our ratio doesn't look very good, does it? And if you have something like a big banana split, you've gone down to 1. 1 to 1. Not much fighting there for you. 1 white blood cell, 1 bad guy in there. That doesn't last just for a few minutes. It can last for hours, and sometimes it can take a day or more for your body to get back to where it can do 1 to 14 again. So what if you had something like this, and then 15 minutes later, somebody who has the flu or something coughs on you? Well, that doesn't mean you're going to get the flu. But it does mean that your system is not going to be as strong and able to help fight against it, because now you are down to 1 good guy to 2 bad guys instead of 14. So it's just something to think about as we put these things into our body. How does it affect us? I'm not saying never eat sugar. I just want you to think about how much you want to eat.